Here's everything you need to know about Anthropic's newest model, Fable 5, from the perspective of a business owner. I'm Muso, and we've spent the last 24 hours going through Fable 5, and honestly, I'm impressed, and I have a lot to say, so make sure you bookmark this video and come back to it later if you don't have time. Fable 5 is a Mythos class model. Mythos is a version of models that Anthropic released to a specific set of customers a couple of months ago, and the hype around the model was that it's so powerful that they couldn't release it to the general public. Playing around with Fable 5, I kind of understand why that concern was there. The model itself is great. It's incredible. It does a lot of tasks that Opus 4.8 used to do, but it does it much better. A lot of our use cases have been coding tasks. We found bugs that we've been stuck with for weeks, crushed in a couple of hours with Fable 5. So it is incredible from a software development perspective. I think where it's more interesting is the actual business use case perspective, specifically knowledge work. So when it comes to knowledge work, Fable 5 is a smarter model. It's able to do a lot of these really intensive tasks over a longer period of time because Fable 5 can run for longer and it can pull in more context and use its own nodes to refine its output. So that part of it makes it a bit more efficient than say an Opus 4.8 in solving business use cases. But more than that, the underlying model solves problems better. So there's a couple of benchmarks that are finance related that Anthropic announced when they released this model, and even in those benchmarks, Fable 5 performed really well. It got really high scores using documents, charts, tables on decision-making tasks. It even passed a trading analysis example where it used different functions, ran lookups, scenario analysis, future projections to come with an output that was deemed to be of high quality. So as a business owner, if you're thinking of using a model, Fable 5 is a clear choice. With all that positivity around Fable 5, here's where it kind of starts to look less viable. It is a very expensive model. To give you an idea of how much it costs, in our first 2 hours of usage, we spent $600 on Fable 5 alone. And for most businesses, that's not practical. There are a couple of ways that you can mitigate some of that cost, and that's with better toolings or being better at instructing the AI agent. You can do this at the prompt level. Let me know if you're curious about that and I can make another video. Or if you're using a tool like OpenClaw, that should allow you to have better responses, which will help the token costs. We're really excited about Fable 5. We're seeing the costs of other models that were already good decrease. So things like Opus 4.6 are decreasing, and we expect as the improvements to Fable continue to happen, that the current model would become lower in price, and that would give us larger access to these higher quality models. Fable 5 is running in preview, available to anybody with an Anthropic Pro subscription and up for the next 2 weeks. So if you haven't used it yet, I would strongly encourage you to jump on your Claude app on Mac or Windows, give Fable a try, throw the most complicated, densest spreadsheet that you have, or open a folder with the most pressing business issues that you have right now and give it a spin. I would guarantee that you'll be pleasantly surprised how great it is at solving problems.